Grief plays tricks on the mind. That sometimes, when the pain is too much, your brain invents ghosts just to keep breathing. But what if the ghost is real? What if it knows your name? What if it remembers the special knock you taught it and uses it? That knock brought me out of bed last night. 3 slow taps on the wall from the inside. 2 years. 733 days to be exact. That's how long it's been since Ethan vanished on that trail near Bitter Hollow. 1 minute he was skipping ahead on the mossy path, chasing the sunbeams cutting through the trees. The next, gone. No scream, no rustling. Just silence. We searched until our voices bled into the wind. The rangers, the dogs, the flyers. None of it brought him back. And worst of all, no body. You can't bury a ghost. Everyone told us to move on. But I couldn't. Not when I still hear his laugh echoing in the corners of my mind. Not when I sometimes wake up swearing I felt his little arms wrap around me. So when Mark suggested we go back, for closure, he said, I didn't say no. We returned to the Appalachian Mountains, to Bitter Hollow, to the very log cabin we stayed in the weekend Ethan vanished. It hadn't aged well. The wooden porch sagged like a tired sigh. Mold clawed up the sides. The door groaned like it remembered us. Even the forest around it looked different, darker, watching. The gas station woman turned pale when she saw the address. You folks ain't staying there, are you? She whispered. When Mark nodded, she muttered, It never lets go of the ones it takes. She wouldn't meet my eyes after that. I should have listened. First night I couldn't sleep. The air inside the cabin felt thick, like it hadn't been breathed in years. Every floorboard creaked like a whimper. Mark, exhausted, was out cold beside me. That's when I heard it. Knock, knock, knock. I froze. It wasn't random. It wasn't wind. It was Ethan's knock. Our special game when he wanted to be let in during hide and seek. Knock. Pause. Knock, knock. I bolted upright. The sound had come from the living room wall. My skin prickled with ice. Mark stirred but didn't wake. I tried to convince myself it was a memory trick. Cabins settling, rodents maybe. But deep down, I knew. Second night, the knocking came again. Louder this time. Knock, knock, knock. Followed by soft footsteps above us. But the cabin had no second floor. I woke Mark. He rubbed his face, annoyed. It's the wood expanding old house, but his voice wavered. That morning, I found something sitting on the fireplace hearth, a mud-caked action figure. Ethan's, the little astronaut with the chipped helmet. The same one we buried under his favorite tree near the trail when the search was called off. A farewell. I dropped it like it burned me. Later that day, a red hoodie appeared draped on the couch. His. I swear on everything, it was his. Still torn at the collar where it caught on the branch that day. Mark refused to talk about it. He barely looked at me. He started going outside late at night, wandering to the edge of the trees, mumbling. Once I followed. I heard him whisper, It's not time yet. She's not ready. Third night I dreamed of Ethan. He was in the dark. I couldn't see where, only hear him. Mommy? I can't breathe here anymore. It's cold. I don't like it. He talks through the walls now. I woke gasping, drenched in sweat. That morning, a crumpled sheet of paper lay on the kitchen table. Childlike scribbles, crayon, a drawing of the 3 of us, me, Mark, and Ethan. Only Ethan wasn't standing beside us. He was inside the wall, his tiny stick figure hand pressed against the inside panel of the cabin. That was the last straw. I waited until Mark dozed off on the 4th night. The knocking had returned, faster now, desperate, from behind the fireplace. Knock, knock, knock. I moved the tools, pried away the rotted wood, tore through insulation and soot-blackened brick until my fingers bled. And then I saw them. Tiny handprints, wet, fresh, smearing across the inside boards. Behind the hearth, a narrow crawl space descended into the earth. No human child could have fit there for long, but something had. The passage reeked of damp earth, old rust, and something sweet and rotted. I crawled in. Beneath the cabin was a nightmare, a cavern of toys, decayed stuffed animals, rusty trikes, rotted baby blankets, wooden beams with tooth marks, scratches, a tiny mold-covered shoe. Not Ethan's, but someone's. And in the center, a pile of dirt. Upon it sat a voice recorder. I pressed play. Ethan's voice crackled through static. "Mommy? Daddy? I'm here." I tried to knock, but he won't let me out. He said I'm part of the house now. "Please come get me, I'm so scared." The tape cut off in a scream. Something behind me moved. I ran. I didn't look back. We left Bitter Hollow at dawn. I never spoke of what I found under the cabin. Mark never mentioned the night he stood barefoot in the trees, whispering to something I couldn't see. We didn't talk about Ethan's voice, or the toys, or the wall. We sold the house, burned the clothes. I buried the drawing. Weeks passed. We tried to pretend, but grief is patient, and evil, even more so. Last night, it was late. Mark was already asleep. I turned out the light. Let the silence settle in, that same quiet I used to love. And then, from behind the bedroom wall, knock, knock, knock. My blood turned to ice. It was him. Here, hundreds of miles away from Bitter Hollow. Then a voice, muffled, just behind the drywall, small, familiar. "Mommy, can I come out now?"